Hello my friends and welcome back to another video. Tonight I am thrilled to share with you the contents of my Plein Air bag. I'm going to show you the exterior of the bag, give you some of the details of it, and then start unpacking the bag onto the table. And I'm going to attempt to keep this video somewhat short because I still need to pack my personal belongings and we're supposed to be on the road in a few hours. It's also worth noting that a lot of the items in my bag, including the bag itself, has been pieced together throughout the past several years, but put together in the past few days, if that makes sense. First and foremost, this is the bag, and it is a East Sport bag. I got this bag from Walmart several years ago. The last time that I went to Walmart, I don't believe they had this bag anymore. However, they did have one that was very similar to it. On the side pockets, I have an umbrella, and that is for protection from the elements. A water bottle, a very crunchy water bottle. This front pocket here has mostly accessories or tools. In that first pocket, I have these clips. These I got from Walmart today, and these are to keep my pages from moving if it were windy. I also have these pressure clips too, and these are just in case I wanted to clip a canvas or a canvas paper to my box or my easel. 4 of these, just in case one of them breaks. I should only need 2, but it's always a good idea to bring some replacements just in case something fails. Speaking of something failing, in this rag, I'm carrying in this little bag of hardware, should anything on my box break. Flathead and a Phillips and a pair of vice grips for when your fingers are not the strongest. And this is why you bring replacements. And a set of trash bags. There really is not much in these pockets, except in this one, I'm keeping my headphones. And that is the entire outside of this bag. Now we are going through the contents of the inside of the bag. This pouch right here contains my water-soluble oils. I have a rag and 2 bags with my oils. These are the ones that I use the most. These I don't often use, but I figured since the bag is big enough, I might as well bring them. Next are my brushes. I'll probably end up using these mostly, as these are what I prefer to use when I'm painting outdoors or if I'm painting something somewhat quickly. A roll of paper towels. Self-explanatory, you're going to have to clean your brushes. You're probably going to get messy. And if it's the summer, you might be sweaty. And if it's cold, you might need to blow your nose. So bring paper towels. And this is one of my smaller tripods. I just brought this tripod back in from the shop tonight, actually. And I added this hoop here at the bottom so that I could attach my bag to it to keep it as a sort of weight when this is fully extended and I have my box on the top of the tripod. Next is my watercolor bag. And this bag is an AARP bag that I found somewhere at some time. In the first pouch of this bag, I have extra watercolor colors. I also have this little sealable cup and its twin sibling, and a collapsible bowl as well. And I really like this because it's textured at the bottom. So if you're cleaning out your brush, you can use the actual bowl itself and it'll help clean the brush out. I actually picked this up yesterday at Walmart. And as you can see, I've already put it to use and I highly recommend this bowl because it extends into a nice deep container. And in the main section of the bag, I have a watercolor pad from Michaels. I also picked up these brushes today, also from Michaels. I've never tried these before, so I'm really excited to put these to use on this trip. And I'm also bringing my regular watercolor brushes, as well as this color palette, which my wife kindly let me use. And even with everything inside of this bag, there's still a little bit more room in case I wanted to bring another watercolor pad if I lost my mind and painted 40 watercolors in one single day. Behind my paint box, I have another pad, and this is a watercolor pad as well, but I mainly use this as a palette. And lastly, my paint box. Before I show you the contents of the inside of the box, I want to show you a mount that I made tonight. And this rectangle plate is bolted to the bottom of this box. This nut here is the same thread as the bolt that is in this tripod. So in order to attach the tripod to the box, I simply need to thread this bolt into that nut. But I will show you that in a few moments. This box I got on the marketplace with 2 other boxes and an assortment of vintage supplies. The way that I modified this box was I took this arm here, which was on the inside, and moved it to the outside so that I could have more of an obtuse angle as opposed to a straight 90 degrees as what it was originally. At the very top, I have a little sketch pad for landscape compositions, another palette, which I ended up using last night as well, and a canvas pad with 10 sheets. These are pre-primed, so I can take paint straight to the canvas without having to prepare it. 10 sheets should be more than enough for a few days on this trip. Hopefully, I get to fill out this pad. This is a palette that I made the other night, and this is basically, actually, literally a piece of cardboard and a sheet of plastic that I've taped to it in order to create kind of like a glass finish on here. It really is just a piece of cardboard with tape. So if you ever need a palette and you don't want to get a palette like the one that's under that, or you don't want to use a sketch pad, get a piece of cardboard, put a sheet of plastic. If you don't have a sheet of plastic, literally just use tape. Cover the entire thing in tape and it'll give you the exact same result as this. Here I have a bag of acrylics and also some white because I ran out last night. Another set of twin sibling containers. This one is keeping a sharpener as well as a razor blade. The razor blade is used to scrape off the paint off of the palette. This one is empty, but is for water. And I also brought this smaller one that I can also put water into. Here I have 2 rags rolled up, and within the rags, I also have 2 pencils and another palette knife. And here is what the setup looks like when it's put together. These legs can also extend so I can have this on the ground and I can be standing while I'm painting. But I really like how short I can get this tripod because if I wanted to sit, I could just pop out one of these legs and that would be a good height as well. Admittedly, I am a bit anxious to use this tripod because of its size, but I won't know until I try it. So I'm excited to use this tripod this weekend to see if it is up for the task for this trip. And these are all of the contents of my bag. And if you are curious about last night's painting, it is this one of my beautiful wife. And that is it for this video. If there are any other items that you think I should include in my bag, as well as items you put in your bag, please drop me a comment in the comment section below. I'm excited to read through the comments and see what other items I could bring in the future, as well as what you carry in your bag. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful evening or morning if you're watching this in the morning, or day if you're watching this in the middle of the day, or once again, evening if you're watching it in the evening. I wish you the best. Don't forget to love yourself. I will see you in the next video. Good night. Breathe in gnats. Exhale gnats. They are everywhere. They are in my skin. They're in my nose. They're in my dreams. They're in my cereal. They're in my bread. My boy. They're in my boy.